It's 1st of May. Been a month since I arrived. We purchased the property that we originally looked at with a nice big shed. I bought a few tractors. We had 753, basically $4.8 million between what we had in the bank and what Matt and Lisa paid us for the 80% of the Elk Mountain farm. So I bought the place and all the equipment on it for 2.6. And then I traded some of those tractors that I had, that John Deere and that Deutsch, however you pronounce it, to the Clever Motors guy for that small case Optima. So I've been living here by myself. Late last night, and I mean late, it was like 1 a.m. A freaking doorbell rings. It's my wife. Yeah, since she hadn't been here yet, she didn't have a key to the house, and I locked it up. So, yeah. So, that's what arrived last night. All of our equipment that we transported down from Wyoming. The good wife led the group. It took them almost a week to get here with all the stops they had to make. Cost me 80-some thousand to pay the transport company. All the transport fees, and then I threw in another $30,000 because I'm going to keep one of those big long lowboy trailers. I had my Wheaties this morning, as you can see. Ask her at wife when she gets up. Dishwasher. We'll walk out here. So these truck drivers were all very tired. They left their keys in their trucks for me, and they aren't paid to unload. They are paid to drive. So it is up to me, since I have no hired hands as of yet, to unload everything. I have no idea where I'm going to put all this stuff. Crazy. Probably ought to let hydraulics don't work in this truck. And this is one of our trailers we're going to keep, so that's one of the trailers we brought back. Let's see if I can get this thing off without wrecking. Nice big mower. And that's what I was afraid was going to happen. Header's on the car. We gotta give her some gas. If we do this the hard way. Let's give her some gas and see what happens. Not budging. Go off here quickly. There we go. Alright, well, we do have room for this. Take So yeah, I bought all this equipment, and I traded those 2 tractors for this nice this Case Optum 300. It's kind of a medium-sized little tractor with a front PTO, which is very handy. And then I bought 2 of these 400 trim turbos, about 600K. So yeah, that was good. This is our trailer, so I am going to change this man right here in the yard. This place is going to be a mess for a while, but that's okay. Get it off here. Pump this. Up here, and they can come back when they come back from. They're supposed to come back this afternoon. Oh, good. It quit raining. Nice. So the deal I made with the transport guy is I get my pick of these Demcos, and I think I want to get. There's a long one, 2 of these long ones. I'm going to keep one of these big long ones. I'll keep one of the big long ones. I can use it to transport bales or back to that one. This one move. Okay, so I got trailer brakes or something. Wants to move. Well, alright, well, campers, I'm not going to sit here and bore you with me trying to figure out how to get trailer brakes out of the trailer, so I will see you all shortly. Okay, well, it's a little after 2 in the afternoon. Took me a little longer than I thought. I did get some help. The 2 logging items, the Komatsu and the big trailer we decided to bring with us, showed up. And it was with a different company, and those guys helped me finish unloading my stuff, and I just filled up with their gas, their fuel, paid for their fuel. So, nice gas station. They've agreed to kind of like a line of credit thing, send me a monthly bill for my fuel. But yeah, so the other trucking guys were just hanging out at the local bar it's a grill that served beer. I call it a bar and grill. It's more like a grill and bar. But anyway, I just went and told them, and the rental van they got for the day, they'll be back over here, and they loaded up the semis that were pulling my trailers up on their trailers, and they're gonna get a free ride home. So yeah, kind of a nifty way of doing things, I guess. You got trailers, why spend the fuel on hauling trucks, driving trucks when you can haul them home? So yeah, so they got 3 trucks and 3 extra drivers, so each truck's gonna have 2 drivers, so they are going to drive straight home, swapping up drivers, so that helps for them. So yeah, we just kind of show you what we brought with us. I bought the case carton harvester. We brought our Krone mower. We brought our reaper, which is, if you haven't watched any of the Elk Mountain videos, this is actually a Case Airflex 9050 that we modified with a bigger engine. It's got 2,000 horsepower engine in it and a much larger grain bin. We brought the Elk County forage harvester we repaired home back with us. We bought our Grimmy beet harvester with us. And of course I told you about buying these. So I'm going to try and do this. I had a lot of tractors last time. So right now I got these 3 tractors, these 3 cases, the 2 twin turbos, which are 886 horse, the little guy there, which is 313 horse. We brought our Winter Wolf. However, I did not bring the road salt bin. I left that behind. We brought the lime bin so I can lime my fields along with the snow plow. So we can do plows, do our roads in the winter. But yeah, so in the month since I last saw y'all, we did a few extra things here. I added some small hay storage building back over here, and another small shed with some big racks for seed bags and whatnot. And then this is the little Magnum 175 horse tractor that I rigged a deal in on that trade-in. We brought our big sunflower, our Capello sunflower harvest head with us, and our Capello folding corn head is 45 feet. And then we left the older header. Matt's going to try and see if it works with the New Holland. He might be able to get it adapted. There's a guy there that can do adaptions. And the wife found this honeybee header. It's 45-foot honeybee header. Local guy just down the road from the Clearwater was trying to get rid of. So she bought it, and we brought it up with the service truck. So yeah. So I expanded over here to get some parking. I don't have parking down here, so you know, obviously I did buy the Seed Hawk and that Seed Hawk seeder. We brought our 2 balers with us and the forage harvester head. And then I had this shed built, so I have a place to park my semis. We did not bring any of our grain bins. I bought the 1 grain bin, and then we've got the big tipper back there that we're going to use for grain. So we're trying to keep our equipment count smaller on this go around. And then this was an operation like you wouldn't believe. I put in a water tank, had that put in. But let me just shut this off. But this is a fermenting silo for silage, for chaff and whatnot. So it was already in place at another farm about 40 miles away. And I went and looked at it, and they literally took a crane and they took all this stuff off of it, but they literally detached it from the concrete mounts, and using a crane lowered it to its side onto, and I kid you not, one of those trailers that they used to haul the big windmill towers on. And they brought it over here and erected it. It took them about 4 days. And they got it erected, and we had already poured the foundation, so it was just a matter of erecting it and putting it down on site and bolting it down, and then hired a couple local guys to put in the auger system. So we're going to go with this way instead of the trench silo, I think. We're going to give that a try, just because I don't have the room really for a trench silo. I mean, I got some more room back here close to the river, but the problem with that is if I put it in here, I have to put in like a liner and like a, what do you call it, a buffer around the silo, so the silage leakage, like a French drain system, and it was like 3 times the cost of just putting a trench silo in because it would be too close to the river. I did check with the barn. There is already a system in the barn, so luckily after I bought the place, the county guy came out to take a look at the barn and brought back the old records from the original farm that was here, and they had placed a system in. He looked at it, and it passed the mitigation test for any drainage that might flow into the river from sewage, because it has its internal slurry system, and the manure, we scraped the manure into the bunker. He was satisfied that there would be no runoff of slurry or manure into the river. So we did have to leave the trees for water erosion purposes along the bank of the river, but so we got lucky on that one. Of course, then there was this cratch or wash rack that you see in a lot of farms, because they're pretty simple. Just to pour a pad with a drain pit and water, and the drain goes into the sewer system. We did have to trench in, kind of follow the road around over to the sewer system the house is tied into, which is kind of like a big giant French drain type system. It's about 5 feet down. I don't know exactly how it works. I'm not a plumber. And then this drain here in this corner. So yeah, and then we put in this liquid combination solid liquid silo for liquid fertilizer and solid fertilizer. So, and then we've got the it's marked propane, but if I change and go ahead and decide to put fertilizer in here or herbicide, I have to put new stickers on it. And then we got our DEF tank and our, let's see, that's the DEF tank. This is patrol. Yeah, gas tank, DEF tank. Is that right? DEF tank. Yeah, DEF tank. They're empty right now. I haven't had I need to get the fuel delivery in here. We haven't started any of the chicken stuff yet. I was a little worried about being able to get back in through here to be able to fill this feed siler up for the chickens, but the little tractor and that truck, my Phoenix truck with a dump tipper on it, will fit through there, so I'm okay on that. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get the combine down here. I don't have a clue where I'm gonna store these trailers at yet. I might bring in some fill dirt and put a pad in over here. I think that's probably what I'm going to do, is put a pad in here and bring in some fill dirt and take these trees out. And I got to be careful because there's a state paid to put this little walking trail in, and you kind of see it up there. While it's on my property, I have to maintain what's on my property. So yeah, I can't tear it up, or I can't get too close to it where it would damage. So I'm probably going to go from back here around kind of over to here, so I have a place to put those. Maybe park the trailer, and maybe these other. There's a flat There's another 53-foot trailer like this that came here with us from back home. And then, of course, I got the tipper trailer, and then that big giant low trailer that I paid another 30 grand for. Those things aren't cheap either, boy, I tell you, man. They are expensive. But, you know, if I need to haul my truck, or my reaper, I now have the ability to do that. So, all right, well, guys, I'm gonna go in and get some lunch, and then I'm gonna come back and get a truck and move the trailer out of the driveway. So, thanks for watching, and look forward to having all of you follow us as we start our new life here in Alabama. So from Green Mountain, Alabama, thanks for watching. Kansas Farm Guy, have a nice night.